What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Next Win podcast with your host, Aunt Ma.
Oh, we're doing that thing again. Okay. Co-host Justin Vaseur.
Special guests, permanent guests, William Wynn, the lender.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. We hope you guys have been enjoying this, all of our episodes. If you guys don't know, we literally upload almost every day on YouTube. We upload these 15-minute clips, or 15-minute segments. And these 1-hour episodes, they go on once a week on YouTube and on all the podcast platforms, which you're probably listening to on right now. So if you ever want to catch the, little 15-minute segments, hop onto our YouTube, subscribe, follow, and thank you guys for being here with us.
Yes, thank you.
So today's topic, this one, man, this is something that Justin's brought up to me because, he's looking for his first home and he does a lot of research on real estate stuff, and he comes up across this question a lot. And what is this question?
It's like, why are real estate agents liars? Like, why do you guys lie so much? No, I'm just kidding.
Man, that's what's wrong with this industry. It's like when there are bad agents out there, inexperienced agents or agents that just don't give a fuck, they ruin it for everybody. And we're categorized as all real estate agents, just like you said. Why are all real estate agents liars? Damn, dude, I'm not.
No, he's not. Facts.
I think what it is just people are very inexperienced and they don't know how to answer certain things, or there's other ones that are just so money hungry and they don't care about their clients. There's bad apples in the industry. And
I think there's any industry, there's always a bad apple, and it makes it ruin for everyone.
Like there's always that one bad cop.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And then they think the whole force is bad.
Yep.
Well, that's another thing to talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
that's another.
But it just feels like they're always continuously trying to like get us to buy, no matter what the market is.
I can see that. So you always have agents say it's a great time to buy right now. And I actually say that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I say it because I have the reasons to do it. Like everything I say is true, right? When it's a bad market, agents still say, hey, it's a great time to buy. But they don't explain why,
Yeah.
But I can tell you why. And because I have William here, he can tell you why as well, So when rates are great, oh man, it's the best time to buy, guys. It's a really good time. Buy a house now. When the rates are super high like it is today, I'm going to tell you the same thing. It's a really great time to buy. And you know why? I'm not worried about the high rates, and you shouldn't be either, because as your realtor who cares about you and your finances, I will get you the rate and that can be negotiated to what a 2-1 buy down program is, to what the rate isn't today. Like, so for example, if the rate today is 7.5, guys, we're not getting you a house at 7.5. We'll get you one at 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Through
and
programs.
that's why I'm trying to tell you it's a good time to buy, because I can negotiate these rates for you. We're not going in there max price, max rates, and all that stuff. But I think a lot of agents can't explain that, or they don't know how to negotiate.
Yep.
So then it comes off as they're lying.
Yeah, because that's the same thing problem I run into when clients that come to me that have agents already, because they'll come to me because I'm the lender, and we talk about the 2-1 buy program, 2-1 buy down temporary program. And I always ask, is your agent experienced? Because we need a good agent to explain all of this and to negotiate with the seller to get you the credit. Because you don't have a good agent, he's not going to know what to do, and we're not going to get that deal like that special rate for you guys. So,
Dude, how many of your agents that you deal with get like a rate buy down?
0.
For reals?
Except for Ant.
For reals?
Mm-hmm.
God,
they're afraid.
damn.
They're afraid to ask. They're afraid to ask, or they don't know how to ask. And then when I try to kind of coach them a little bit, some agents are like, I don't need to. I'm the realtor. I don't want to listen to you.
It's literally every single person we help, we're getting it for them. Unless the program they have doesn't qualify to get it.
Like an investment property, we can do that.
But if we're not getting that for them, they're getting like 10 to 15 grand in closing costs that they can use to buy down the rate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But it's just shitty agents are the ones that are the liars, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I hate. They don't have the education to tell their clients, what they need to know.
They're just listening to, like, they go to meetings.
Are clients ever like concerned about like their home value going down and stuff like that?
Yeah.
They are. They ask me that all the time, and I say, "Why? Are you selling next month?" They're like, "No." I'm like, "Then don't worry about it."
Yeah.
You're probably gonna be selling what, 2 to 5 years? And they're like, "Yeah, or I might stay longer." I'm like, "Then what are you worrying about?"
Mhm.
When prices go down, it's only for a couple years,
Mm.
Or
and that
shorter.
only happens once every 20 years, right?
Mhm.
So
It's like buying stocks. If you're gonna hold, you buy and hold. You don't look at your stock every day because it's gonna go up and down every day,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
You go the long run, long run. So you're gonna hold it. Don't look at the price. When you look at the price, you're gonna freak out. But at the end, it's always gonna grow. At the end, real estate's always gonna grow. You can pull it up, Google it. Historically, properties have always gone up.
Is there such thing as like a volatile market for real estate?
I would say there's just a timeline where it's volatile,
Yeah.
which is
So
what
what
we're
it-
in right now.
So what does that mean? Like, is there an approach where you got to be cautious in some way, or not?
I would say, like, depending what area you're looking at, because right now, like, Vegas is kind of prices coming down a little bit, but you might go down to South SoCal, LA, San Gabriel Valley, they're still like overbidding thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Even right now at a 7.5%.
Yeah, people are still buying because you know why? Because nowadays some people are understanding that rate is not permanent. We can always refinance within a year or two, or do a temporary buy down. That ones that have realtors can do it, or I push it. There's just so many, or permanent buy down where they just pull money in, buy the rate down.
There's just so many people in LA that just have I don't give a fuck money where they can just overbid like that.
Yeah,
now.
or they're just tired.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're just tired of waiting, like, because rent.
They're so aggressive.
Yeah, because rent's super expensive. Like, why not just buy a house?
That's
I
crazy.
was just curious what like a volatile market in real estate means. Really?
To me, that means like in the last 2 years, or in the last year, rates have. Oh no, yeah, the last 2 years, the rates have kind of gone up, right?
Yeah.
And so because of that, prices go up, and then price go down, price go up, price go down, and it's pretty much like every season is a different
Yeah.
market right now in the last 2 years.
Because we're heading into the slow
We're
season.
talking about like from spring to summer to fall to winter, and it's becoming volatile within those seasons. And it goes from like people are now overbidding to now price drop 50K,
Yeah.
and then price drop to 100K, and then all of a sudden back to overbidding.
Yep.
And it's like, what the heck? What's going on? So if you're not in the day to day, like actually negotiating things every day, you won't know this stuff, So it's hard when people say, dang, why are agents lying? They're always telling me this and that. And like, how much experience does this guy have that you're talking to? I think that's the big factor.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of resources he has? Not because no one knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like even me, sometimes on our podcast, you ask me questions that I know the answer, but I want to always double check, right? Because we always double facts, and because I have the resources too. Some agents don't have resources. Some of them just do it on once a year, right? Once a month.
So when someone sees a house that was like $300,000 a couple years ago and now is like 400, 500, is that just baseline for that home now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're probably not going to see that $300,000 for that type of home.
Nope.
Okay.
Like I'll give you a prime example. I live in Orange County. In my neighborhood, I was eyeing a house. It was like $600,000 maybe like 4 years ago. I'm like, it's too expensive. And then this is from my personal experience, right? Because I wanted to wait for it to go down. 2 years later, it was $800,000. Now it's when the market was crazy, it was 1.4 million, and now it's been corrected. Now it's 1.2. So it's never going to go back to 600. That $600,000 is gone.
But like, what if you could get it for 800?
Like, that won't happen.
That won't happen
Because the whole neighborhood. If one house goes down, then everyone else. So it's not going to happen.
And then how many times like does something like that happen where the house goes up that much in such like that was basically in like 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how many times in history does that happen Where like,
So if they say there's a real estate cycle every 20 years,
Yep.
and they're saying like every 20 years it crashes or goes down, goes back up. And so right now we're like what year? We're heading into a year 1 or something like that, or we're in a year 2
of what?
of this new cycle. So they're saying we're heading into this recession where everything's going to drop even more, right? Not crash, but drop more. And this is where all the investors are going to start picking up homes. And this is your start of the next cycle, because this new house that you're going to pick up, this new property, in 10 and 20 years, is going to skyrocket again, and you'll be fine.
So what brings house prices up is how many people are buying. So let's say this house is $1 million, and then we have 30 people wanting to buy. That's what increases the price, because they're going to overbid. And once that house sells for 1.3, the neighbor that sells the house, now they want to sell their house for 1.3, right? So that's why this it's a continuous upward trend.
I would say, to keep it simple, it's just like every 5 years it would have a little jump.
And depending on the area, because I think one of our buyers, their house went up 50,000 in less than a year.
70,000.
70,000 less than a year.
Yeah, in a few months.
So it depends on the area.
Yeah. So I would say by the end of the year, her house will probably go down, maybe 20, 30 grand. And then after that hump, it'll probably shoot up to like over 100K. But for it to get to like double of that, probably about like 4 to 5 years, to have this like all of a sudden there's a craze of a high influx in inflation. Yeah, it takes time.
That's interesting.
That's why it's good to invest in real estate. And that's coming from a market security. I'm licensed for all of that, investor. So real estate.
So what else are you saying that real estate agents are lying about, Justin? How can we make you feel better?
Yes.
Have we made you feel better so far? Do we, I know you go down a lot of rabbit holes of research of real estate, and like what else you see that about them lying?
Maybe it's not like just lying. Maybe it's just this like sharkish kind of personality where it's like,
yes,
you're trying to always get me in the door, and it's like, it's sometimes it feels like they don't really care about me. They care more about the sell.
Yeah, and those are. So here's a difference. Those are people who are desperate, meaning that they're not making any money. So
that's
a
lot of people.
Yeah, because it's all commission.
Because
no, I get that. It's just, damn.
Yeah, salespeople.
They say there's like, I forgot what the percentage is. It's really small, like less than 5% that actually make it through as actual realtors, and the rest just kind of drop out.
Lenders too.
And so those like that big percentage that drops out, those are the sharks that you're talking about. Like, for example, someone who never really gets a deal, maybe they do like 1 to 4 a year. They're gonna just try and
They're super hungry.
They're just gonna try and sell you a home. That's it.
Yeah.
Everybody, their friends, their family, everybody, and it doesn't matter. They just care about themselves. Now, for someone like me who does like multiple a month, I can care less if you buy a house from me. Like, I would love to help you, Justin, buy a home when you're ready. I'm not gonna say, hey, you want to buy now? Get your shit in now. Your all your docs. Like, no, whenever you're ready. And then also, you tell me that you have family that are realtors. Well, right then I'm just like, okay, well, he's got family. I'm not gonna bug him. He's gonna ask his family anyway. So I'm not butthurt if you don't go through me, But if I was a shark, I'd be like, Justin, are you really gonna go to your aunt? Come on, man.
Come on.
We do this podcast together, bro.
Yeah.
Are you serious? But I don't give a fuck. Like, go help out your family. You know what I mean? Like, and then if you need advice and you want me to go with you to go look at homes, let's go for free.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to be happy.
I think that's why me and Aunt work so well together, because we have, what do you call it? Like the server's heart, right? Because and that's how I was. That's how my personality is like already like that. And when I was at the big banking industry, the investment banking, that's how I was trained to be a service heart. If you look out for the best interests of the clients, that's more worth it, because they'll gain your trust and they'll refer you their friends and family. A lot of these sharks are just one bangers. They're doing numbers, right? But we're doing a long game. Like, if we take care of you, even if we don't get paid sometimes, we know at the end that will stay with you, and our names will pop up when you think of a realtor or a lender, right? And if it makes us feel good because we're doing good for people, we're helping people, and we're not out there just trying to make. Of course, we're making money, right? But we're making money the right way by helping people.
So here's what I've realized as a realtor. Two things. One, you became a realtor because you like the big checks. That's the number one reason why you got in. Everyone understands it. Whether you're an honest or not honest person, it's for the money.
Yeah, everything's done.
But what's addictive when you start getting that experience and you're learning is how good it makes you feel when you change somebody's life.
Yeah.
Then that's the chase, not the money.
Yeah. So
I'm in it to help change people's lives for the better. And that's the feeling I'm chasing every time I succeed on that.
It's awesome. Like when we help people that come to us and like, oh, I don't think we could buy a house.
Yeah.
And then we end up buying. We so many first time home buyers that didn't think they'll get it, and it's getting. They're so appreciative, right? They're like, we're so happy walking in that door. They give us gifts. We're supposed to be giving them gifts, right? And they're buying us gifts. Like, thank you so much. Like we couldn't have done it. Like,
we literally get a gift every time.
Yeah.
And so like when you change lives and you chase that great feeling now, it's something that once you taste it, you can't get enough, right? But the sharks who don't get that feeling, that's where they're just chasing the money.
Yeah.
Because they don't have enough of the success feeling of helping others. So, yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, let's see how we want to transition this.
I'm giving an example.
Does that make you feel better about, real estate agents who are liars and stuff? Those are just the wrong people. And
yeah, I think there's always that recommendation of, making sure you do, what is it, like research on your real estate agent or like, shopping around, just to weed out those.
I always recommend my clients just to pick our brains, right? Even when they pick me out as learning, you want to talk to someone, just pick their brain and see who you vibe with, feel their aura.
Yep.
And see how they,
So now, exactly. Not you pick their brain on their experience, and then you pick their just how they are as a person. That's it. You got to check those two boxes, and that's it. Yeah. So I hope you guys aren't getting scammed out there by real estate sharks, and that you actually get help from the good people and the good ones out there. There are good apples. Yeah. Just do your research, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you on the next one.